Actually, you touched on a social phenomena that I was reading about recently. That, of course, we know atheism means you believe in how many gods? Zero. Monotheism means you believe in how many gods? One. Polytheism means many. Autotheism means you believe you are God. Autotheism. Autotheism. But now they're saying in the world, more prevalent than atheism, monotheism, polytheism, autotheism, agnosticism, more prevalent than all of these is something called apatheism. This is like a new word in the world. And apatheism basically means that it's not that one believes in God or doesn't believe in God, they're just not interested even searching. They're apathetic. And so I found this quite interesting because I guess my first question to you, Maharaj, and then we can open it out to the devotees, is it seems this inquisitiveness, this curiosity is something that we all start with in Krishna consciousness. But then as time goes by and we sit in enough lectures and we hear enough philosophy and we've received enough answers, how do we maintain that passionate curiosity, that inquisitiveness, that hunger to learn? I've seen very few devotees who are able to maintain that real enthusiasm to learn and explore and really inquire very, very deeply. So I guess that's my first question, Maharaj, because we were also discussing with Satchidananda Maharaj, one Christian preacher, he said, I reflected on my life and I realized I gave thousands and thousands of lectures in which I gave thousands and thousands of answers, and later on I realized I gave all of these answers to people who weren't asking the question. And therefore I gave people all the answers, he says, very deep. He says, I feel like I gave people all the answers, but because they weren't asking the question deeply in their heart, even though they got the answer, it only went skin deep. It never really went deep into their consciousness because they were never really asking the question. And he said, now, I don't just give people answers, but I try to get them to question, to get them to be curious, to get them to be seriously inquisitive. And so I guess this is the first question we could kind of begin with as we explore this topic, and then we'll also open out to everyone in the audience. How do we become seriously inquisitive and maintain that?
Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Your observation is correct. For someone to join a movement which is so pure, or let us say, yes, this idea of Krishna consciousness, serving Krishna, free from selfish motivations, is a pure concept. In order for someone to join, he must be burning with the desire to come close to Krishna. That I see as a preacher. In the beginning, everyone who joins us is very much wants to be close to Krishna. I don't know how it is here, but that is what I have seen in Europe. Or to join an ashram, for instance, you must be burning with that desire. But then, as life happens to you, you will develop things like health, concerns. Many devotees change into the Grihastha ashram. That's at least the experience of us here in Great Britain. And then, you need to see, where do I have a job? I need an apartment, I need to maintain the family. These other things become prominent and must be taken care of as life happens to you. But initially there is this strong desire. Would you agree? If you look in your own life. But then life happens and we need to... How can we maintain our interest? There is one Sanskrit word, prayojana bodh. It is, bodh means an awareness of my ultimate goal. I should keep that over my head. I should keep that, yes, I may do now so many things, or now I'm an older person, I sometimes need to take medical, dietary things, and so yes, all this needs to be done as I navigate my way through life. However, there is this very, very, how do you say, goal of life which I can obtain by Prabhupada's mercy and Krishna's mercy. I have heard even in one lifetime. No? So by being aware of a higher goal, you will always go there. There is a story about a prisoner who was for wrong reasons imprisoned. It's a real story, a real life story. And he was subjugated to the most humiliating things. He had to stay in a dark cell for 5 years. Then he had to stay in another form of very cruel confinement for 10 years. He stayed in prison for about 30 or 40 years. Really a long time. It is recorded in world literature. You can find it. Papillon is the book title. He was innocent, but he was, and he never ever lost his desire to come to the freedom. He maintained it. He was not broken. Other people who were other prisoners, they wanted to stay in the prison, like my soap pistol story. You remember the beginning, no? So I can only say, recommend, keep on hearing about Krishna, keep on reading the Bhagavatam. It is necessary to do it regularly, so that you are always aware of the higher goal of your life. I would even say in modern language, the higher possibilities, the higher opportunities which wait for you. And never lose sight of these higher possibilities, these higher opportunities. And then you will maintain your sincerity. Keep also good association of devotees. And if your guru should mildly correct you, don't become his enemy, because he has not praised you that one time. No? It's very important to keep the goal high in our life, and then we will not fizzle out. Hare Krishna. This is a modern